if they come together in that Ibadan declaration to say, we are going to present a unified candidacy or unified ticket, what do you make of that?
I think it's a lie. Sean, you've made me say what I don't want to say. Well, I said it deliberately anyway. And there is no way they will agree to. It's not possible.
You think that
it's only two parties. It is only two parties, PDP and ADC. Now, the faction of PDP who went there, the
Nigerians,
runners up,
keep your
this strange phenomenon that even though I'm guilty, I was the one who told Obi on 31st January 2024 that I think the Kwankwaso or Nasiru or another person, if he doesn't go back as emir, you may approach them. But as far as I'm concerned, I'll continue to support you, but our politics are different. You let go of 2023 that we won. So for that reason, I'm somebody who like to plan methodically, carefully, and well ahead of time. The business that I was doing.
Said. And do I agree what he's saying? Yes, it's of extent I do agree. That summit, all opposition summit did, they actually went to during the weekend, is more of ADC and PDP and some group that's loyal to Shea Makinde in PDP that actually attend that summit. I have not really seen other political parties who say that they actually took part in that summit. I have not seen it. So, which me really, he's actually 100% right. It's more of the PDP and the ADC that hold that summit, because the Labour Party were not part of them, because Labour Party on their own want to have their own presidential candidates. So he also said that he is even the one that told Obi that if he can form alliance with Kwankwaso and all that, if he can just allow the election to go during 2023 general election, it will support in any area. We also saw him several times. He said it the other time, that about a week ago, that if Obi to return to the Labour Party, he will try his possible best to make sure Obi get a ticket in the Labour Party. And which is show that he is a good friend that actually have the good interest of Peter Obi at heart. But the question is, does Peter Obi have the same interest of him in his heart? That is another question. You see, I have said this several times, I will not to say it. Peter Obi is a good man, but the shoe, as we see, is bigger than him to step into. Some will say, no, the shoe is not too big for to step into. If he can step into the shoe, it will be a great one, a fantastic move. But will there be really changing from this government leadership system under his leader if Parame is the president? The answer is no. There's nothing will change. It's going to be the same thing. We're still going to be crying of crisis. Some of our northern early brothers will still be crying, Obi must go. The way they say Tinubu must go. All these things happen every 4 years. Just like the way they all sang Jonathan must go, they all get rid of Jonathan. Even President Bola Ahmed Tinubu were one of the people, they protest against Jonathan left and right. Before you know, they were in the United States talking about Jonathan must go. At the end of the day, the same people now coming back to form propaganda. They call it the same coalition to get rid of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now saying Bola Ahmed Tinubu must go. But politics is all about personal interest and selfish interest. I cannot say that, because at the end of the day, these guys know exactly what they are doing. These guys know themselves very well. They know they are weak link, and they know where they are very powerful. Can this guy really form good alliance to get rid of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? That is the biggest question we are asking. Is it opposition? Are they really strong to be able to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in a free and fair election, or not even free and fair election? A man that were not in the position of power, but he were able to see himself through into power. Even when Buhari were against Tinubu, indirectly 2027, Buhari indirectly worked for Atiku, whether we like it true or not. He worked for Atiku indirectly. He worked for Atiku. He wanted somebody to take the power. Buhari never really wanted Tinubu to take over that position. The moment Tinubu Amechi lose the primary, all the focus of Buhari, his body language, it was Atiku to be the president. Because they love themselves, they only want to protect themselves, they only want to support themselves. It's only the South side you have betrayers. Because South side politicians, they are betrayers. They betray themselves, they don't love themselves. These are one of the biggest challenges in Nigeria politics today. Can Obi do better? It's a question. Will he even get a ticket? Bigger question. We all see that Dilo Momodu said during the week, yesterday, that the bully of Atiku have to stop. Atiku and Obi, they once worked together in other PDP, presidential and vice presidential running mates. Why the bully of Atiku? But I can also understand the anger of some of the ADC, some of the coalition, that Atiku should step aside. He should play fathering role to whoever that get the ticket in the ADC. Do I also agree with them? Yeah, it's so I do agree. Atiku is old enough to actually step aside in politics, like what Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are not fathers in politics. They should give room to the younger ones to take over. But because of greed and selfishness, these guys are not willing to let power go. So I could have to say the devil you know is just better than the angel you don't know. Because I don't know how they're going to do it. But let's wait and see what play in primary of the ADC. Then we will not also begin to think if there's a possibility to unseat Mr. President Bola Ahmed. But as we speak, ADC, we don't know who is going to be the active flag bearer. We don't know who is going to be the one that will get the mandate. But before then, I think all these debates of talking about will you be on seat, will it defeat Tinubu, it's not necessary because we don't even get the ticket. Thank you.